Hey guys, SkittleRampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So today we're going to be going over Anime Expo 2025 Funko Pop reveals. Now, if you don't know this, Funko actually joined Anime Expo a little bit last minute, and we have about 8 reveals to go over. I'm kind of curious if there would have been more, or if they would have had different reveals if they had planned it more in advance. However, though, the exclusives we did get were pretty good for the most part. Now, let's go over the question of the day before we jump into things, which is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that is a doctor in their universe or show, movie, whatever? And I'm gonna go with the emergency food Chopper here. Who doesn't love Chopper? Today we have a video sponsor, Whatnot. If you've never heard of Whatnot, it is a great place to buy collectibles. And it's also a great place to sell collectibles. But more importantly, on the buying collectibles, if you're ever looking for something you may need, whether it's, the latest Labubu, because everybody's going crazy for those, or you're looking for a super old Funko Pop Grail, or maybe you're looking for the latest One Piece or Pokemon card drop. Well, the good thing about Whatnot is there are thousands of sellers on the platform that most likely have what you need. And on top of all that, the best part about it all is it's free to join. You can use my sign up link down below to get a free $15 off your first purchase on Whatnot. And I'm also here to tell you guys that I'll actually be going live on Whatnot on June 14th at 5 p.m. EST. And I'm gonna have giveaways like a Deku signed Funko Pop. So make sure to sign up with Whatnot today and bookmark my show. I hope to see you there. Alrighty guys, so let's go and get into our reveals, and make sure to stick around because I'm gonna go over the shared retailers as to when and where you can buy these. So starting off with Jujutsu Kaisen, we did get 2 reveals here from hidden inventory. One includes a brand new Gato Pop. This is our second official Gato here, and this is just like a summer outfit here, kind of smiling, having fun. As I said in one of my other videos on TikTok, this is like the perfect instance of capturing Gato moments before disaster, of just everything going wrong and crazy from then on. So I can definitely appreciate a more kind of like happy-filled Gato here. Now the other one here is obviously Gojo here doing peace signs. I really like that he actually has the glasses too, which is pretty cool. So just a summer look for Gato and Gojo here. I also thought it was pretty interesting that they decided to give them mouths, because usually it's hit or miss. Let me know what you guys think about these new Gojo and Gato summer outfit exclusives. Are you happy with these, or would you prefer different characters? I know we have a lot of Gojos. I think this is one of those more unique ones for a convention. I think that's cool. I think if it was just a regular common release, I would have been like, eh. For a convention last minute, this could get a pass. Moving on, for One Piece fans, we have our first official Kobe Pop. So this actually features Kobe kind of just at attention. I was hoping for more, I won't lie. Given this particular pop takes place during Marineford, so they definitely could have given us a battle damage version of Kobe, maybe an action pose, but I can appreciate that we do finally have the character, and eventually I'm sure we'll get another variation. He's a pretty popular character. I think it'd be cool to see a pre-time skip version and another pre-time skip wave, as well as a more current Kobe. Maybe even using one of his moves like he did on that specific island. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But anyways, I think it's a good looking Kobe Pop for the most part. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Next up, for solo leveling fans, as you guys do know, this is the first ever Anime Expo exclusive we got revealed, and that is Sung Jinu here. So this features him kind of like the weak Jinu earlier in the series, and he does actually have the inventory as a separate accessory, which is really neat. Love that they added that. I think it adds a lot more to the Funko Pop here. This next one comes from Chainsaw Man here, and we actually just got a brand new Chainsaw Man wave revealed, so I guess perfect timing. But we have Aki with the katana here. So Aki, interestingly enough, is limited to 5,000 pieces, meaning that it's most likely part of Funko's limited edition program and more money, around the $25 mark. And thank you, Rocco Cyrus, for that info. So that's pretty crazy. Only 5,000 Akis, so if you're a Chainsaw Man fan, this one might be a little harder to get, and again, more expensive. And I do think it's like a cool exclusive, but at the same time, it does not compare to that Aki we just got, the Aki with Fox Devil moment. That thing's insane. Next up, this one was a little bit of an interesting ad here, but we do actually have Godzilla -1. I wasn't expecting to get pops from this, but looks like we have at least one exclusive here. And this one actually looks really awesome. A lot of fans are very excited. Moving on, for Sanrio fans, I guess they plan to do this to a majority of the Hello Kitty and Friends characters, but we have Kuromi in a purple translucent look here. They just did My Melody over on the Funko shop, and it looks like we have Kuromi now. So again, expect some other characters probably in this lineup. Now, the final Anime Expo exclusive announced was Yu-Gi-Oh! Here, and we have another elemental hero, which was Shining Flare Wingman, and all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pops for the most part usually look good, and this one looks good too. And if you're wondering, this one will in fact be metallic. It is labeled with a metallic sticker on the box. Now guys, that does wrap up your 8 Anime Expo reveals for 2025. Let me know in the comments below which exclusive you're most excited for. So to take a pause before we jump into the shared retailers and all that, my thoughts, I think it's a pretty good event for, you know, being relatively a small event, and I think the exclusives are pretty cool. I think the Yu-Gi-Oh! One's really nice. The Godzilla was a very nice surprise. Kuromi, you know, it's just translucent of a mold we already have. There's nothing too special about that. Kobe's pretty cool for a new character, and I'm sure we'll get another one in the future. I like the Sung Jinu, probably one of my favorites, and then, you know, Gojo and Geto are pretty nice. Aki, you know, I think it could have been a little better, but, you know, Aki fans are excited, so whatever. I'm not much of a fan of Aki, so that's just me personally. I would say there's technically only 2 new pops here in this entire event, which include Kobe as well as the Elemental Hero. The rest are kind of just variants of characters that already do exist, but I will say it's one of the better anime events for sure. I think some exclusives could have been better, but for a smaller event that Funko's never attended before, I think it's okay. But if you're asking if I personally want to pick anything up, I don't think so this time around. There's nothing really here that I absolutely need. Alrighty, so now let's jump into the release details really quick. So Anime Expo is taking place between July 3rd and 6th over in Los Angeles. Funko will be in attendance to the event, so you will be able to pick those up there as well as online. Now, Funko was nice enough to give us the shared retailers on time, which was pretty cool this time around. So first up, we have the United States and Canada. This includes all of the exclusives going to Funko.com, so you will be able to buy them at the event or on Funko.com. Those are your only options. No shared retailers like Hot Topic, Target, or GameStop this time around, which was pretty surprising. But again, like I said, it's most likely due to the fact that Funko joined this event late, so probably couldn't coordinate some store exclusives. Now, another shared retail I did find was for Europe here. So FunkoEurope.com will be getting a majority of the exclusives, if not all of them, and then Amazon will actually also be getting Godzilla there. So for Europe, that's where you'll be able to find these exclusives. Now, starting the first day of the event is when you'll be able to get these exclusives, July 3rd, online and at the event if you are able to attend. To my knowledge, I think there's only one sticker, but Funko was saying that there is another sticker possibly, so I guess we will see if that is true or not. If you attend the event, you might be able to get a different sticker, or there might just be one sticker all around. That is to be determined, but I'll keep you guys posted. Now, usually exclusives drop online at 6 a.m. PT at Funko for Comic-Cons and conventions like this, so that's around the time when you should be on the website to be able to grab these. Now, lately, Funko has been making a lot of stock for all of the exclusives. For example, a lot of the One Piece Marineford ones didn't sell out. Even some of the Comic-Con ones recently did not sell out. So I think you have a pretty fair shot at getting a majority of these if you are looking for anything this time around. Now, one other thing I'd like to go over before we end off this video is that Funko does actually have a blog post of Anime Expo. It doesn't provide a ton of information, but a little bit just in case anybody's still confused about some things. So usually this features like frequently asked questions like when and where is the event? Again, July 3rd through 6th at the Los Angeles Convention Center. How do I visit the Funko booth at Anime Expo? All Anime Expo attendees must purchase a badge for entry. Find out more information about pricing and ticket information on their website. Entry to the Funko booth at Anime Expo is separate from general convention tickets. You'll want to have your convention badge ready to make this process as smooth as possible. Stay tuned for more information on how to join the line to purchase exclusive Funko collectibles. So I guess they'll have more information closer to the event if they have a queue going on or what. Because again, that first sentence does say entry to the Funko booth at Anime Expo is separate from general convention tickets. So I guess they're gonna have something. First things first, price points will vary for our exclusive collectibles. Select releases will include a UV premium pop protector to keep your Anime Expo collectibles in pristine conditions for years to come. Also, aka a way to charge you more money. Visiting the Funko booth does not guarantee attendees any specific item at the Funko booth. Due to limited availability, items may sell out by the time they reach the front of the line. This one's pretty important. All Funko account holders can purchase these exclusives online. When the beginning checkout process, you may be prompted to enter a queue that allows fans to complete their orders on a first in, first out basis. So there will be a queue for this event, and you must be a Funko account holder is my understanding here. Online purchase quantities for Anime Expo 2025 will be limited for the first 24 hours. Fans purchasing multiple items will need to add items to their cart from each individual product page. Items in your cart are not guaranteed for checkout. Just like our in-person booths, items may sell out before completing the checkout process. And lastly, inventory quantities are limited and will sell out quickly. That's a bold statement. Let's see what sells out. For a smooth checkout experience, we recommend creating or logging into your Funko account in advance and pre-saving your credit card and shipping information to your account. Express checkout options will not be accepted. So no Apple Pay or anything like that. You will just have to use your regular credit card. It's a pretty small event and only 8 exclusives, so I think you should not have too much of a rough time getting these. Though if you guys do happen to have any other questions about this event or the releases and all that, drop those comments down below and I will do my best to answer them. With that being said though, that does wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to end off the video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.